Hello NYWCites, I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie, and this is a take 2, and all apologies everyone. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, we could not finish the first video back at the diner we were eating at. Well, as I arrived in the building, Commissioner Keith O'Ringer was trying to convince people that they should vote for him. Out come the Dirty Deeds, Dirk Moore and Johnny Malloy, and they eventually give O'Ringer 3 deeds through a table, and I think they said they were putting in their hat to run for commissionership of NYWC. Don't know if there were any dark matches. Again, I had arrived just as while O'Ringer was in the ring. Seems like almost lately so many things have been going wrong every time I go to NYWC. So many things seem to go wrong before and after the show. But as I said, I'm not sure if there was any dark matches, but we had the Climb the Ladder gauntlet match with the Greek god Papa Don, accompanied by his managers, the Sure Thing John Shane and the Real Deal Lawrence St. John.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, the Greek god Papa Don climbed the ladder. I forgot what word. Gauntlet match. The first opponent was Jasper Newton, who came to the ring to Lance Storm's ECW music. But and Jasper used to be a referee in the past at NYWC shows. Not sure if that's his real name. Papa Don made quick work of Jasper. Then out comes a masked man simply known as Fly Guy, who came out to the song Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring. Let's just say Papa Don swatted Fly Guy. Next up came Huntington resident Mickey Ortiz. Unfortunately, he was defeated by the Greek god Papa Don. Then out came This Is Alvin. I guess he's no longer calling himself Absolute Alvin Alvarez. And during this matchup, Jorge La Bestia had come out, and he tried to go after the Real Deal Lawrence St. John after being betrayed by him at Psycho Circus 21 last month. And the cane ended up in the ring, and Alvin had it in his hands. Papa Don pulled a trick out of the late Eddie Guerrero playbook and laid down, made ref Zach think that Alvin used the cane, and Papa Don, well, Alvin was disqualified, losing from the gauntlet match. And then out came, making his NYWC debut, Isaiah Wolf. And he was defeated by Papa Don to end this gauntlet matchup at 10 minutes 47 seconds. Alright. Next up was tag team action, as we had making their NYWC debut, Livewire Charlie and Danger Ross, collectively known as Live Danger, as they did battle with Satanta Fury and Fighting Jack Morrissey, the Shillelagh Hitmen. The Shillelagh Hitmen defeated Live Danger at, I don't know if I may have the time wrong, but I had set an even 7 minutes. The Hitmen victorious over Live Danger, and I do have to say, hopefully Live Danger gets to come back in the future. Up next was a great singles match, as we saw the returning Young Glory, Brando Lee, do battle with Mr. Main Event, Salvatore Savelli, and to show how these two guys clicked or meshed in that ring, the fans were chanting, "This is awesome." I can't remember the exact ending, but Mr. Main Event, Salvatore Savelli, was victorious over Young Glory, Brando Lee. And I believe they shook hands and hugged after that, unless I'm wrong. Match was 7 minutes 4 seconds. Next up was an unannounced match, as we saw Jay Macias and Pat Fitzpatrick, QGTM, Queens Gets the Money, as they were for tag team action. Out comes JT Kaysen, and he said he and Mikey Whipwreck partied the night before, and Whipwreck didn't make the show, but then Kaysen introduced his partner, the cancer fighter, Sean Wachter. And For the second month in a row, Wachter had a tag match against QGTM, this time with a different partner. But on this occasion, QGTM defeated JT Cason and Sean Wachter in 7 minutes, 13 seconds. Up next, we had Starlet champion Dolly Darko defending championship against the Accursor Amity LeVay. Just before the match got underway, out came Ruthless Lala, who had been hinting that she was coming to NYWC soon. And she sits in a chair to watch the match. Eventually, I forgot how it happened. Lala comes in the ring, she attacks LeVay, referee calls for the bell, and then Lala eventually attacks Dolly Darko, and then out from the curtain comes unstoppable Izzy McKenna, who I guess had aligned herself with Ruthless Lala, because Lala said in that promo before the match that only one person welcomed her into the company. So, by virtue of Lala's interference, LeVay beat Dolly Darko by disqualification at 4 minutes 11 seconds, but Darko is still the Starlet champion. Up next we saw Vinny Talata and Miami Mike Walker post-game challenge Tommy Rhett and Sage Chance the Slime Balls for the Tag Team Championship. Pretty good match these two teams put together. And the Slime Balls are victorious over post-game at 9 minutes 57 seconds. From there, they went to intermission at that point, and we resume with a match that was just made the day before the show, as making his NYWC debut, Kay Blazer did battle with CJ Bambino. Blazer had answered the challenge that open challenge Bambino put out weeks earlier, and CJ Bambino defeated Kay Blazer at 1 minute 40 seconds. Up next was another return bout from Psycho Circus 21. The star title was a return bout, and this next match was as well, as Cooper Valentine did battle with the specialist Giorgio Lawrence. These two, I think, really stole the show at Psycho Circus. Giorgio Lawrence defeated Cooper Valentine at 5 minutes 31 seconds to win and regain the Fusion Championship. Next up was making their returns Brother Greatness, Gabriel Sky, and Kono Capuccia as they challenge Rex Lawless, Brandon Watson, Randy Summers, Milk Chocolate XXL for the Trios Championship. Well, great to see Greatness, Kono, and Sky back at NYWC. Milk Chocolate XXL defeated Gabriel Sky, Brother Greatness, and Kono Capuccio to retain the Trios title at 8 minutes 47 seconds. And then next up we see, making his debut, PJ Savage, as he challenged the cause of it all, Joey Conway, for the Heavyweight Championship. Of course, these two had faced each other elsewhere before in other promotions. Alright. Joey Conway victorious over PJ Savage at 9 minutes 52 seconds. And then it was time for the main event, which was the first ever Massacre of the Map match, which was an Iron Man match with a hardcore twist, as we saw the Creepy Crawler Mouse, the Rancid One Bam Sullivan, well, actually Mouse versus Bam versus J-Red versus Casanova Valentine, who replaced Aiden Bale in this matchup. Not sure why Bale didn't make the show. In the early going of the match, I believe Mouse, Bam, and Casanova put J-Red through like doors individually, and they all got a quick 3 points for that. And I think J-Red eventually busted Bam Sullivan open, and it was such a mess. Mouse got busted open. Everybody, I think, bled in this match before it was all over with. At one point, J-Red was thrown to the floor, and Mouse and Bam were doing the finger pokes of doom, and eventually Mouse and Bam did a number on Casanova, and then Mouse schoolboyed Bam, but he kicked down. Bam's like, what are you doing? And it's just, I'm sorry, guys. Like, once these shows go in the fucking books, everything is a fucking blur to me. Especially, you know, I'm doing this on the train while I'm heading home. due to all these circumstances beyond my control, and I know it's frustrating. But it came down to, I believe, I don't know how many points everybody had. I think it was like a 3 or 4-way tie, and with like seconds remaining, J-Red, I think, got a submission on Casanova Valentine. Mouse and Bam were too late. Time had run out. At an even 30 minutes, J-Red defeats Casanova Valentine, Bam Sullivan, and Mouse to win the first ever Massacre of the Mat match. All right. Person who knows, it was great seeing Dinezzo's sisters, Leanne and Jessica, Joey, Tommy, Robin, Jameson, Sam, Lauren, Shane, Chris Perry, Alex, Barbero. Dang it, who else I remember seeing? Oh, Brian Vitko. Oh, he was a shock to see him in the building. Dan Dynasty was in attendance. Oh, I forgot to mention, at one point, Mouse, Bam, and Casanova were going to do something to J-Red. They took these chains that were dangling from the ceiling and tied them to the ropes, but out came the Big Gun Nuke, A1G, and This Is Alvin. And, damn.
This station is Bethpage. This is the train to Grand Central. The next station is Hicksville.
And they attacked Mouse, Bam, and Casanova to give J-Red a bit of a breather, and they untied him during the match. Wow. Wow. Well, you know, I'm sorry, you know, again, everything's a blur. This is why I'd rather do this when we eat at the diner, but unfortunately, circumstances beyond my control prevented it. I don't know if Phil and his son Riley were there. I didn't see them in the crowd. Good seeing Brianna was there, their dad, James. Damn. Well, in any event, wow. I gotta say, this is definitely, usually over the years at NYWC, Aftermath has been like the die-down show right after Psycho Circus, but this has been like the most loaded Aftermath, and I gotta say, with that Massacre of the Mat match, it got bloodier, more blood. There was more blood there than compared to the Psycho Circus match last month. My goodness. Well, the NYWC returns to action Saturday night, April 27th, and they present a show making its return after not being done last year. April Rain, April Rain. Saturday night, April 27th. You know, one thing we didn't get was the results of that election between Keith O'Ringer and the Dirty Deeds, so. And by the way, that one gentleman, he kept bringing his cowbell every time somebody voted. I don't know if the whole crowd voted, but we'll see how things turned out. Maybe by April 27th, we'll find out who won the election. But, apparently the match between Jorge LaBestia and Alvin got scratched for some reason, and Jorge he came out when Alvin was in the ring with Papa Don during that gauntlet match, so actually that's one match I'd like to see for April Rain, the Greek out Papa Don taking on Jorge LaBestia. I would like to see Ruthless Lala hopefully make her NYWC debut on April 27th. Wow. What else we got? Well, let's see. Izzy McKenna didn't wrestle. Jorge LaBestia didn't wrestle. I don't think A1G had a match. Dirty Deeds didn't wrestle. The Big O was not there. We didn't see Dickie Rods. Nuke didn't wrestle. I forgot who else. Well, Aiden Bale, as we know, didn't get to wrestle. Oh, nice seeing Beth and her husband Craig and their son Aiden, who came for his first NYWC event. Hopefully hopefully Beth and Craig will bring their son back in the future. Damn. Much like Psycho Circus last month, it seems like once again we got so many questions and unanswered, or as I know I'm not the late Robert Stack when I say unsolved mysteries, and I'm not sure where they can go from here with all this that's going down. I mean, obviously they're trying. Hopefully they'll have more women for the Starlet division. Be interested to see where J Red goes from here, because I think this feud with the Extricade is done. Wonder, will Massacre of the Mat be a yearly thing, I wonder? And it looks like the Crusher Dude Heart and Soul Cup tournament, I guess, I don't know if that's been shelved or discontinued. It'd be great if they could do that again. Oh, boy. I gotta say, Alvin, that was a nice t-shirt I saw on the counter over there after the show. That's what happens when I do these videos on my own and stuff. Really get stuck again. Mama, 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 mama. Damn, I don't know who we can see Slimeball's face for the tag belts next. Georgia Lawrence future champion again. Oof. I don't know. Oh, actually, we actually have, ooh, damn, one memorable quote. Nice going, Milk Dud. Fan towards Milk Chocolate XXL. Man, that one lady who was at Psycho Circus, she was one of the original NYWC fans. She was not at this show. She was at Psycho Circus 21 last month, but she wasn't at this one tonight. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Shoot. Damn it. Again, it seems like lately so many things have to go wrong the day of the show. As I mentioned, April Rain should be good, but unfortunately, I mean, there was 8 of us this time, but not all 8 of us are going to be there April 27th. So, but I know I'll be there. Good chance that the sisters will be with me. And, you know, obviously it'll be another great night of action. And again, if you haven't seen NYWC before, come, you will not be disappointed. Now, I'll just end this video with NYWC, 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 NYWC. I'll see you at April Rain, and NYWC rules.